Hi, I'm Harry Kooy. I've been making wire art for the last 10 years, and I really enjoy experimenting with different ideas. And I often find I get most of my ideas just by letting my hands go to work on some wire. Enjoy making things that are kind of whimsical and have maybe a little bit of humor, maybe a little bit of, yeah. This is an example of a fish that I made out of a water bottle. And I also like making kinetic sculptures. And I don't have an example right here, but I can show you some of those later. I went to an art show about 10 years ago at Nathan Phillips Square, and I saw some wire art. I saw an artist who made kind of abstract structures, and I was just really interested in it. And I came home, and that very evening I started just grabbing some wire that I happened to have around, and I found that my hands sort of found a way to work with it, and it was very satisfying. And without really planning it or thinking about it, I ended up with a Zeppelin. And ever since then, I've been letting my hands kind of find their own way. I like wire because it is so forgiving. As you're working with it, you always have time to make changes. You always have time to experiment with new things. And I like the challenge of taking a straight line and turning it into something three-dimensional, and seeing what can come from taking something that's just like this and turning it into something that has bulk and yeah, more dimensions. So that's an interesting challenge. I'm also interested in metal. I like the fact that wire is a very elemental substance. I prefer not to work with plastic unless it's kind of a joke, like my plastic fish. I prefer working with yeah, metal. And when you work with wire, you don't need any special tools. You can just grab it. The most sophisticated is you know, a pair of pliers. And there's also wire is very available. It's also very scalable. You can use thick wire to make something really big, or very fine wire to make something small and delicate. And I found that I've never kind of run out of ideas. I've always got new things to try, and there's always more wire to buy. For making art, it comes from different ideas. I'm often I find my mind is often daydreaming. So I can be inspired on a bike ride, looking at the shape of a certain tree, noticing how the roots cling to the soil. Would be something where I think, oh, I should file that away and think, and maybe that would be a good way to make the roots of a tree, and I'll come home and experiment with that. Advice to somebody who wants to pursue art would be to just make what you like. Make sure that what you're making is something that you personally want. If you go too much down the road of, oh, will somebody buy it? Maybe it's not good, or maybe it's you'll end up going around in circles and never actually finishing anything. At least that's what I found too when I went down that road. I thought, oh, people like trees, so I'll just make a lot of trees. And then soon I found that I want to be free and explore other things. Of course, a big challenge is income. You're never going to make any a living wage. Most of the artists that I know are either retired or have other careers. In my case, I had a long career as an automotive mechanic, and so I had a day job, and I might need to go back to a day job. We'll find out. Find my art at the Art District Gallery website, and also at the Uptown Gallery in Waterloo.